Today I'm going to talk about the smartphone attention grab problem and is a disconnect really a solution? So imagine you have a secretary who talks too much. So one day you decide and tell him to not to talk to you anymore. Just be silent around. Does that make sense? That's what exactly is disabling the notifications on mobile phone. When the same servant starts learning a lot about you and starts anticipating your needs, you over the time start trust and leave the control to the servant. Same thing happens with all the free services and the free apps that you use on your phone. They are essentially really not free because we know that they target us with the ads and that is the source of their revenue. There is a show, Social Dilemma, on Netflix, which talks about your attention is the cost that you are giving. You are the product. When something is free, nothing is free, right? You are the product in that case. The data about your behavior, what are your preferences, what is your mood, what is your values and beliefs, everything is being studied based on what you click. So that is where the problem starts coming and everything becomes you start feeling controlled. Your attention is grabbed all the time and you are stolen away from your life for a temporary high dopamine kick. Now when you are traveling on the road, you see a lot of billboard signs, but that doesn't affect you much because everyone has their own taste. Some ad might work for someone and for some for not, and not everything will be that attention grabbing. However, in case of your smartphone, a lot of content is there on these free apps which grab your attention constantly, and in between the advertisement is sneaked to create interest on this stuff that you don't need. So compared to the public advertisements, the kind of impact the personalized advertisements have on your brain makes the virtual life more interesting compared to the real life, which appears very boring. And then you enter into anxiety, depressions, and then reach a conclusion that all these apps are bad. You delete the account and uninstall them, consider it addictive and waste of time. If you have to, you disable notifications. Now that doesn't sound like a solution, is it? It's not that apps mistake that we are facing this problem. They are just a bunch of tools which does not have any ill intention inbuilt into it. They just want to give more of what you like. And they were built with good intention. If you see, like was put in Facebook with the intention of positivity, spreading more positivity. And relevant ads are with the same intention of bringing good products, relevant products to the consumer directly and cutting out the middleman. But the problem comes when we fall prey to clickbaits willingly. We knowingly click the links which we know that are catchy. We know the title is just trying to attract us, but still we click it. We know that the site that we are clicking has always given us tabloid news, unauthentic news, half news, story cooked, but still we click it knowingly. We underestimate the power of our click. Your click has much more value than what you think. And often we live very fake life in social media compared to what we do in real life, and over the time sometimes the importance of that fake life tends to be more than what is there in the real life. So we should extend our real life behavior onto the online rather than trying to be a different person there. We take pictures with a lot of bouts, or we put filters in the photographs, look at the perfect angles when we take photographs, but we miss the point that naturally is beautiful. Photo without a pout, but even if it is an imperfect photo, but if it is an authentic smile, will be 100 times better than a pout one. We don't have to second guess ourselves or need to be validated by other people about our beauty. The same thing applies in our clicks also. We don't need to necessarily follow the popular ones, most popular news, buzzing news. We need to be conscious about what we are clicking and do we really trust the source which we are clicking. And that will automatically be the new behavior which these tools will predict and give you that kind of content. If you are not okay with it, there are other options which are non-ad based services and they are really good. I have listed out few services that I know, but there are tons and tons of the services, but they will not be very easily searchable. You have to really go and hunt and find them out because they are not, their business model is different. They are not ad based. That means it will not come in the top results in the Google, but the value will be there because these services are trustworthy, they are real, the information will be complete, They will be with their quirks, they will not be perfect. They are written by people, we are not perfect, so similarly they will not be perfect. They will respect your privacy. The content will be value based and authentic. Such services are there, and if internet is a vast space, every kind of service is there. So definitely you can find the right kind of services for the problem that you are trying to solve using your secretary, the digital assistant. So let your assistant do the job, train him to do the job in a correct way, and don't fall trap to the clickbaits willingly. Be real, be honest. When you comment to the photos, don't hit just like. Be real and tell what you feel about it. I am a part of a photography group and we have very real conversations there. A parent posts a picture which is not so perfect, but it captivates the behavior of a child, and I see other parents comment on it, and it feels so beautiful when people share their authentic experiences. And that is why Facebook was born, to extend the real life onto the social media. And you don't need to share your private information, you don't need to talk about sensitive topics to be extending your real life there. Just the casual stuff, just the morals, beliefs and your experiences that you believe in general, which will not cause any harm to anyone. If we have been authentic, we are all made of love and compassion. So whatever comes from the bottom of our heart, from the authentic place of who we are, will never harm us or others. But it is very important to be careful about what we do. Knowingly do it, not being passively doing it, blindly doing it. And never trust any link that you once or twice you have experienced that there was false information, half information, hidden information. That will make all the difference in making these tools actually beneficial for everyone, rather than making it earn a bad reputation, because we are the ones who gave it the bad reputation. Let me know what you feel about it. Thank you so much.